Hello everyone, it's good to have you back on Step by Step Academy. My name is Akin. In today's video, you and me together, we will learn about bounds and range. Bounds or range. Bounds gives us idea of the lowest and the highest possible value of an approximation. And to find the lowest and the highest possible value of any approximation, the first thing we do is to determine the possible error in such approximation. And the formula for finding the error in such approximation is error equal to plus or minus half times the place value of the given approximation. Take for instance, suppose we have 35 centimeter to the nearest centimeter. What will be the lower bound and the upper bound for this measurement? To find the lower bound, the first thing we do is to calculate the possible error in the measurement, plus or minus half of the place value. The approximation here says to the nearest centimeter. To the nearest centimeter means 1 centimeter. Therefore, our error is going to be plus or minus half of 1. 1 because nearest centimeter means 1 centimeter. Therefore, the possible error here is going to be plus or minus 0.5. Now, to get the lower bound for this measurement, we'll subtract 0.5, that is the error, from 35. So the lower bound, which is also known as the lower limit, is going to be 35 minus 0.5. And that will give us 34.5. And also to get the upper bound, we will add the error to the measurement. That will be 35 plus 0.5. And that will give us 35.5 centimeter. Now, this lower bound is the same thing as the lowest possible value that could have been approximated to the nearest centimeter to give 35 centimeter. However, the upper bound is not the same as the highest possible value, but the upper bound, from the upper bound we can determine the highest possible value that could have been approximated to the nearest centimeter to give 35 centimeter, and that highest possible value will be 35.4 centimeter, because when you round this number up to the nearest centimeter, you will get 35 centimeter. Now, when we present our answer using the inequality symbol, it means that the possible values that could have been approximated to get 35 is anything that should lie between 34.5 and 35.4 centimeter. Therefore, to present our answer using inequality symbol, we will have 34.5 centimeter must be less than or equal to x, and x must be less than 35.4 centimeter. Note the inequality symbol that was used here, that is just less than, not less than equal to, because if we use less than or equal to, this should be 35. Because if we use less than or equal to, when we approximate this, we are going to get 36 centimeter. Our objective is to stay within the limit of numbers such that when approximated, they will give us 35 centimeter, not 36. So if we include equal to, if we use less than or equal to here, it means that 36, this will give us 36 centimeter after approximation, which is not what we intend to achieve. Therefore, our answer would be any value within this limit. There are values that can be approximated to give us 35 centimeter. Now for number 2, we have 3450 kilometer to 3 significant figures. Again, the first thing to do is to find the error. Error is plus or minus half of the place value of the approximation. The approximation here says 3 significant figures. Now let's check. This is the first significant figure, this is the second significant figure, and this is the third significant figure. Now if you check, the place value of the third significant figure here is 10. Therefore, we'll be doing plus or minus half of 10, and that will give us plus or minus 5. Now to get the lower bound, we'll subtract 5 from 3450. 3450 minus 5. That will give us 3445 kilometer. And to get the upper bound, we add 5. That will be 3450 plus 5. That will give us 3455 kilometer. Now to present our answer using inequality symbol, or before we do that, again, the lower bound here means the lowest possible value that could have been approximated to give 3450 kilometer. The upper bound here is not the same as the highest value that could have been approximated, because if we take this to be the highest possible value that could have been approximated to 3 significant figures, this will give us 3460. But our objective is 3450. Therefore, this cannot, the upper bound cannot be taken as the highest possible value. Therefore, the highest possible value will be 3454 kilometer. So if we approximate this to 3 significant figures, we will end up having 3450. However, in presenting our answers, we present the bounds. So the bound, the lower bound is going to be 3445 kilometer. Again, less than or equal to x, and x must be less than this, the upper bound, which is 3455 kilometer. Now number 3. To question 3, we have 3400 kilometer to the nearest 100. Nearest 100 here means that the place value is 100. Therefore, our error here is going to be plus or minus half into bracket 100. Plus or minus half. Half of 100 will give us 50. Therefore, the lower bound for this measurement, subtract 50 from this, 3400 minus 50. That will give us 3350 kilometer. While the upper bound, to get the upper bound, we add 50 to 3400, and that will give us 3450 kilometer. Again, the lower bound here means the lowest possible value that could have been approximated to get 3400 kilometer to the nearest 100. While the upper bound here does not mean the highest possible value that can be approximated to get 3400 kilometer to the nearest 100, because if we do that to the nearest 100, if we use this value to the nearest 100, this will end up giving us 3500 kilometer, which is not what we intend to achieve. What we intend to achieve is the value that when approximated will give us 3400 kilometer. Therefore, the highest possible value that could have been approximated to get 3400 kilometer to the nearest 100 is going to be 3440 kilometer. Therefore, in presenting our answer using inequality symbols again, we begin with 3350. The lower bound should be less than or equal to x, and x should be less than 3 for the upper bound, 3450 kilometer. Now to question number 4. To question number 4, we have 23.53 kilometer to the nearest 0.01 kilometer. To the nearest 0.01 kilometer is the same thing as to the nearest hundredth. To the nearest hundredth. Alright, we begin by first finding the error, plus or minus half of the place value, which is hundredth, that means 0.01, and half of 0.01 will give us 0.005. Now, the lower bound for the measurement will be 23.53 minus 0.005, and that will give us 23.525. While for the upper bound, we are going to have 23.53 plus 0.005. Again, that will give us 23.525 0.535. Again, the lower bound here means the lowest possible value that could have been approximated to the nearest 0.01 to give 23.53. While the upper bound here again does not mean the highest possible value. So to get the highest possible value that could have been approximated to give 23.53 kilometer will be 23.534. You see, in each case, just subtract 1 from the last digit. Subtract 1 from the last digit. Subtract 1 from the last digit. You will get the highest possible value. Just subtract 1 from the last digit. You will get the highest possible value. Yes. Sorry, in this case, from the next digit after the last. Alright, so in presenting our answer using inequality symbol, we have 23.525 less than or equal to x less than 23.535. To the next question. The length of a car is 4.2 meter, correct to one decimal place. Write down the upper bound and the lower bound for the length of this car. So again, our approximation here is in one decimal place, and one decimal place, this is one decimal place. One decimal place means tenth, because this is unit, so this is 2 is a 10th digit, which is the first decimal place. So that means our error here is going to be plus or minus half of 0.1, because the place value of one decimal place is the same thing as tenth, which means 0.1. So we'll be doing plus or minus half of 1, which is 0.05. Now the lower bound for the car would therefore be 4.2 meter minus 0.05, and the upper bound for the car is going to be 4.2 plus 0.05. So this will give us 4.25 meters, while this will give us 4.2 minus 0.05 will give us 4.15 meters. To the next question, the mass M of a cat is 569,000 grams, correct to the nearest kilogram. Calculate the lower and the upper bound of the cat. Now the question is in gram. The mass of the cat is given in gram, but the approximation is in kilogram. So nearest kilogram means nearest 1 kilogram. Therefore, but we know that 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 gram. Therefore, nearest 1 kilogram means nearest 1,000 gram. Therefore, our error, I needed to change from kilogram to gram so that my unit here can be in agreement with the approximation. So the error will be plus or minus half of 1,000. Half of 1,000 gram, and that will give us plus or minus 500 gram. Therefore, the lower bound for the mass of the cat will be 569,000 minus 500, and the upper bound for the cat will be 569,000 plus 500. 569,000 plus 500, that will give us 569,500, while this will give us 568,500. 568,500. Again, if we present our answer using inequality symbol, the mass of the cat will range from a lower value of 568,500 less than or equal to m to a possible value of 569,500 500. To the next question. Martha measures the length and width of a piece of wood. She records her measurement to the nearest centimeter. What is the lower bound for her measurement? Now from this question, the mass of the wood is given as 24. Martha measures the length. The length of the wood is given as 24 centimeter. So if this is the length, what will be the lower bound and the upper bound for this measurement when it is done to the nearest centimeter? Again, nearest centimeter means 1 centimeter, so we do our error will be plus or minus half of 1, and that will give us 0.5. Therefore, the lower bound for the measurement will be 24 minus 0.5. That will give us 23.5 centimeter. And then the upper bound for the length will be 24 plus 0.5. That will give us 24.5 centimeter. So the lower bound is 23.5 centimeter. The upper bound is 24.5 centimeter. Now we are asked to complete the statement about the width. That is, this is, instead of WL, this should be W is equal to 24 centimeter. So to complete the statement for the width of the wood, the width of the wood will range from 23.5 centimeter less than or equal to W less than 24.5 centimeter. Thank you very much. So this is the concept of bound. Thank you for watching. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Press the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post videos like this. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video.